Now we will solve some problems regarding the chapter 5, the magnetism and matter. Now let me take the first problem. A bar magnet placed with its axis at 30 degree with a uniform horizontal external magnetic field of 0.5 Tesla. It experiences a torque of magnitude equal to 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 12 joules. What is the magnitude of magnetic moment of the magnet? Now in this problem, now what are the given things? Look here, given the magnetic field, external magnetic field B is equal to 0.25 Tesla, that is given, and it is placed, and a bar magnet is placed with an angle theta is equal to 30 degree. Obviously it experiences a torque. The torque is given, T is equal to 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 joules. Now what they have asked? They have asked to find out what is the magnetic moment. Now we are already familiar with the expression for torque. Now torque is equal to mb sin theta. Now from this relation we have m is equal to torque tau divided by b into sin theta. Now substitute the values of these things, that is tau is 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 divided by, so m, so b is 0.25 into sin 30. We know that sin 30 is half. So therefore substituting that value, and after simplification we will get the magnetic moment m is equal to 0.36 joules per 0.36 joules per Tesla. Now we have got one more unit for magnetic moment, that is joules per Tesla, based on this torque relation. Next we move on to the next problem. A short bar magnet of magnetic moment, here the magnetic moment is given, m is equal to 0.32 joules per Tesla, is placed in a uniform external field of 0.15 Tesla. If the bar is free to rotate in a plane of the field, which orientation should corresponds to its A, stable, and B, unstable equilibrium? What is the potential energy of the magnet in each case? Now here a bar magnet is placed in an external magnetic field. Its magnetic moment is given. So given magnetic moment 0.32 Tesla and the external magnetic field 0.15 Tesla, both are given. Now what we are going to calculate? I have to align this bar magnet so that it is in the stable state. We are already familiar that when we will get a bar magnet in stable state, if the magnetic moment direction is along the field direction, that theta is equal to 0, then it is in a stable state. Now at that position, what is the potential energy, that we are going to work out, and what is the orientation? Orientation we are already familiar, theta is equal to 0 degree. And we know the formula for potential energy of the magnetic dipole is um is equal to minus mb cos theta. Now substituting the value of m and b and theta value, so we will get for a bar magnet is stable for theta is equal to 0 degree, that we know. So therefore the formula it becomes minus mb. Now substituting the values, minus 0.32 into b is 0.15. Now theta is 0, therefore cos 0 is 1. So therefore we will get the potential energy is minus 0.048 joules. Then what is the potential energy? Now the bar magnet is in second case, the bar magnet is in unstable state. When we will get unstable state? If the magnetic moment is anti-parallel to the field direction. So initially it is parallel, now it is anti-parallel to the field direction. That means theta is equal to 180 degree. In that case, that bar magnet is highly unstable. Then what is the potential energy? Now potential energy Um is equal to, so next problem, a closely wound solenoid of 800 tons and area of cross section 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square. It carries a current of 3.0 amps. Explain the sense in which the solenoid acts like a bar magnet. What is its associated magnetic moment? Now here they have given a solenoid, current carrying solenoid. Now it is having a number of turns, that is 800. Area of cross section is given, that is 0.25 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square, and it is carrying a current of 3 amps. It carries a current of 3 amps. Now we have to work out in which sense solenoid acts like a bar magnet. Now for that one, we have to calculate what is the magnetic moment. First we have to calculate what is the magnetic moment of that solenoid. Now the formula for the magnetic moment is M is equal to N into I into A. N stands for number of turns, I stands for the current flowing through that solenoid, and A stands for area of cross section. Now substitute the values, that is 800 into current is 3 amps and the area 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Now if you work out that one, so we will get 6000 into 10 to the power of minus 4, or further simplification leads to 0.6 ampere meter square or joules per Tesla. That is the magnetic moment of that solenoid. Now we have to say that in what it is its associated magnetic moment that we have calculated. Now we explain the sense in which solenoid acts like a bar magnet. We know that magnetic field lines of the solenoid is along its axis, which is similar to that of a bar magnet. In the case of a bar magnet, the magnetic field lines are also from south poles towards the north pole. In that sense, a current carrying solenoid acts as a bar magnet. Okay. Next problem. If the solenoid in the previous problem, that is exercise 5.5, is free to turn about the vertical direction and a uniform horizontal magnetic field of 0.25 Tesla is applied, what is the magnitude of the torque on the solenoid when its axis makes an angle of 30 degree with the direction of the applied field? Now in the previous problem, we have calculated the magnetic moment of the solenoid by taking that magnetic moment. Now that solenoid is placed in an external magnetic field of 0.25 Tesla. Now when it is rotated through an angle of 30 degree, then what you have to calculate? We have to work out what is the torque experienced by that current carrying solenoid. So given things here, the magnetic moment that we have calculated 0.6 joules per Tesla. In the previous problem we have worked it out, and the magnetic field B is equal to 0.25 Tesla, that is given, and the angle is 30 degree. Now we have to simply work out what is the torque. We know the formula for torque, tau is equal to mb sin theta. Now substituting the values of m and b, m is 0.25 and b is 0.6 and sin 30. What is sin 30? It is half. So if you work out, we will get 0.075 joules torque. The one more unit for torque is Newton meter. The another unit is also joules. Okay, so 0.075 joules. Next problem. A bar magnet of magnetic moment. Once again the bar magnet, 1.5 joules per Tesla, lies aligned with the direction of a uniform magnetic field of 0.22 Tesla. Now A, what is the amount of work required by an external torque to turn the magnet so as to align its magnetic moment? One, normal to the field direction. Second one, opposite to the field direction. This is first part. Second part, B, what is the torque on the magnet in each case? ಎರಡು ಕೇಸಲ್ಲೂ ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್? ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ bar magnet is given, that is 1.5 joules per Tesla. Okay, so then magnetic field is given 0.22 Tesla. Then we have to work out work done and the torque. Now the first case, for the formula for work done in aligning it normal to the field direction. So first parallel iddiddu normal to the field direction ಗೆ ತಂದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, what is the angle between them? The angle becomes, since it is normal, theta becomes 90 degree. So then what is the potential energy? It is the final potential energy minus the initial potential energy. The final potential energy means whenever the needle is perpendicular. Initial potential energy means whenever the bar magnet is parallel to the field direction. That is theta is 90 degree and minus of potential energy when theta is 0 degree. So if you work out that one, when theta is 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. So therefore the first term of potential energy becomes 0. Then minus cos 0 is 1. Therefore minus mb. Minus of minus, it becomes plus mb. Therefore the work done in rotating the bar magnet to make it normal to the field direction, it is simply m into b. Substitute the values. M is 1.5 and B is 0.22. If you multiply with the help of a calculator, I am getting the work is 0.33 joules. That amount of work is required. Now potential energy, we know the formula for potential energy, Um is equal to minus mb cos theta. Now we have to work out what is the torque. Now formula for torque, tau is equal to mb sin theta. So here m value is given 1.5 and b value is given 0.22 and sin 90. Now in this case it is 90 degree, theta is 90 degree. So therefore substituting and simplification, the torque is found to be 0.33 Newton meter or joules. Another unit is joules. Now the second part. Now in this second part, we are rotating the bar magnet in anti-parallel or opposite to the field direction. Therefore the angle becomes 180 degree. Therefore in this situation the potential energy is final potential energy when theta is 180 degree and initial potential energy when theta is 0 degree. Now that we have to work out. Now for this one, the formula is this one. Now since cos 180 is, so it is minus mb. Cos 180 is minus of minus becomes, it is plus mb minus of minus mb. Now if you simplify that one, we will get 2m into b. So if you substitute and calculate it, 2 into 1.5 into 0.22, that gives 0.66 joules. This amount of work is required to align the bar magnet in opposite direction to the field direction. The potential energy formula, you are already familiar with that one. Now we have to work out what is the torque in the second case. Since the torque is given by tau is equal to mb sin theta, the angle now in this case is 180 degree. Since sin 180 is 0, therefore the torque experienced by that bar magnet is 0. That we are going to get. Next problem. A closely wound solenoid of 2000 tons and area of cross section 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 4 meter square, carrying a current of 4 amps, is suspended through its center, aligning it to turn in a horizontal plane. what is the magnetic moment associated with the solenoid? A simple problem. We have to work out what is the magnetic moment. And what is the force and torque on the solenoid if a uniform horizontal magnetic field of 7.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Tesla is set up at an angle of 30 degree with the axis of the solenoid. Very simple problem ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು solenoid ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅದರದ್ದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ. ಆ solenoidಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಬೈ ರೊಟೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ an angle of 30 degree. ಆ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನು, ಟಾರ್ಕ್ ಏನು, that we are going to work out. Now given things. Now first given the number of turns is equal, n is equal to 2000, and then given the area of cross section of the solenoid 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 4, and the current carried by the solenoid, it is 4 amps. Now the magnetic moment M, it is given by the simple relation M is equal to capital N into I into A. Now substitute the values, that is 2000 into 4 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 4. If you simplify that one, we will get 1.28 into 28 ampere meter square. 1.28 ampere meter square. Another unit is joules per Tesla. Okay, that is the magnetic moment. Now this we have to work out what is the forces and torque. Now it is placed in an external magnetic field, then it experiences a torque. Now the magnetic moment is given 1.28 ampere meter square, and the magnetic field, external field, is given 7.5 into 10 to the power of minus 2 joules, minus 2 Tesla. Now angle is 30 degree, then we have to work out what is the torque. The formula for torque is equal to mb sin theta. So that substitute the values of m and b, 1.28 into 7.5 into 10 raised to minus 2 into sin 30. We are already familiar with the value of sin 30. Value of sin 30 is half, and after simplification I will get 4.8 into 10 to the power of minus 2 Newton meter. Now this is the torque. Okay. Since field is uniform, then what is the force? Since field is uniform, the two forces are equal and opposite, and hence the net force is 0 because field is uniform. Clear? Now move on to the next problem. A circular coil of 600 tons and radius 10 centimeter carries a current of 0.75 amps. Rests with its plane normal to the axis of external field of magnitude 5.0 into 10 raised to minus 2 Tesla. The coil is free to turn about an axis in its plane and released, and plane perpendicular to the field direction. When the coil is turned slightly and released, it oscillates about its stable equilibrium with a frequency of 2 per second. What is the moment of inertia of the coil about its axis of rotation? Now this is the problem. A circular coil ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅದರ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದರ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಏರಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಗೆ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆಸಿಲೇಟ್. ದ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ. Now the given the number of turns n is equal to 16. Then they have given the radius of the coil. It is 10 centimeter. Meter convert ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 0.1 meter ಆಗ್ತದೆ. And current carrying is 0.75 amps. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. Then magnetic moment field ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. B is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla. Frequency is given 2 seconds. Moment of inertia that we have to calculate it. That is I. Now we know that formula for magnetic moment is M is equal to NIA. That first we will work out. NI into A is area of cross section. Since it is a circular cross section, we are having a pi r square. So substitute the values. N is 16 and I current is 0.75 amps and pi 3.14 into area radius 0.1 whole square. If you simplify with the help of a calculator, I will get the magnetic moment 0.38 ampere meter square. That is the first part. Next, we have the magnetic moment 0.38 ampere meter square. Now the external magnetic field 5 into 10 to the minus 2 Tesla, and frequency is 2 per second. Now we have to calculate what is the moment of inertia. We know the formula for frequency nu is equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of mb by I. 1 by 2 pi square root of mb, 1 by 2 pi square root of mb by I, frequency. Now from this one, what is the moment of inertia? If you work out, it is mb divided by 4 pi square nu square. Now substitute the values and simplify. Now with the help of a calculator, now go on simplifying. What we will get? The final answer, it is 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 4 kg meter square. 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 4 kg meter square. Clear? Next problem. A magnetic needle free to rotate in a vertical plane parallel to the magnetic meridian has its north tip pointing down at 22 degree with the horizontal. The horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field at that place is known to be 0.35 Gauss. Determine the magnitude of the Earth's magnetic field at that place. So we have to calculate what is the Earth's total magnetic field at that place. Now given the magnetic dip is given, or inclination I is equal to 22 degree, and the horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field 0.35 Gauss. It is not in SI unit, we convert it into SI unit, that is 1 Gauss is equal to 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Therefore 0.35 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Okay. Now we have to calculate what is the Earth's total magnetic field. Now we have a very simple relation. The formula for Earth's total magnetic field, that is horizontal component, we know He is equal to Be cos I. Therefore He is the horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field, Be is total magnetic field, and cos I is the angle of inclination, that we are already familiar with that. Therefore Be we have to work out, it is He divided by cos I. Now He 0.35 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla divided by cos 22. Now if you work out cos 22, I will get 0.9272. Now after simplification, the magnetic field of the Earth's total magnetic field, that is B, is equal to 0.38 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla, or 0.38 Gauss, you can say. Clear? Simple problem. Next problem. At a certain location in Africa, a compass points 12 degree west of geographic north. 12 degree west of geographic north. The north tip of the magnetic needle of a dip circle placed in the plane of the magnetic meridian points 60 degree above the horizontal. So north tip is 60 degree above the horizontal. That means south pole is dipped through an angle of 60 degree. Okay, that is the case. The horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field is measured to be 0.16 joules in that place. Specify the direction and magnitude of the Earth's field at that location, that is in Africa. Okay, so very simple problem. Now the magnetic declination is given at that place. Declination is 12 degree. What is the declination? It is the angle between the true north and north shown by the magnetic needle, or the angle between the magnetic meridian and the geographic meridian, that is 12 degrees they have given. So and magnetic dip is also given at that place, it is 60 degree. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಪೋಲು ಎಬೋ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸೌತ್ ಪೋಲು ಡಿಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೂ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್, therefore dip is 60 degree. Now the horizontal component is given 0.16 Gauss. It is not in SI unit, convert it into SI unit, that is multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 4, that will get 0.16 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Then the Earth's total magnetic field at that place I have to work out BE. Once again the previous formula, that is HE is equal to BE cos I. From this one, now BE is equal to HE divided by cos I. Substitute the values 0.16 into 10 to the power of minus 4 divided by cos I inclination, that is 60 degree. Now we know the value of cos 60, it is 1 by 2, and that 2 in the denominator goes to the numerator. Therefore, the magnetic field becomes 0.32 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Okay. Next, Earth's magnetic field lies in the vertical plane, 12 degree west with the geographic meridian, making an angle of 60 degree upwards with the horizontal direction. Now that is the magnetic magnitude and the direction of that magnetic field. Next problem. A short bar magnet has a magnetic moment of 0.48 joules per Tesla. Give the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field produced by the magnet at a distance of 10 centimeter from the center of the magnet. Two cases: A along the axial point and B along the equatorial line, that is normal bisector of the magnet. Now here they have given the magnetic moment of a bar magnet, and we have to calculate what is the magnetic field at a point which is at a distance of 10 centimeter from the middle of the magnet along the field direction and normal to along the magnetic bar axis of the magnet axial point and along the equatorial point. That we have to work out. Very simple problem. Now given the magnetic moment is given 0.48 joules per Tesla, and the distance of the point is given, r is equal to 10 centimeter. If you convert it into SI unit, it is 0.1 meter. Now we have to work out what is the magnetic field along the axial point, that is if we call it as BA, and field along the equatorial we call it as BE. Okay. Now we have the formula for the axial field along the axial point, that is similar to that of an electric dipole. So therefore BA is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi 2m divided by r cube. Very simple one. Now substitute the values. Mu naught divided by 4 pi is 10 raised to minus 7 into 2 into magnetic moment is given 0.48 divided by distance 0.1 cube. Now just to simplify this one, work out, and I will get the answer 0.96 into 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla. Now this is along the axial point. Now we have to work out along the equatorial point. Now the formula for equatorial point, now the direction of the field is along from south to the north. Here the direction of the this magnetic field is from south towards the north inside the bar magnet. Now in order to work out the field along the equatorial point B, now the formula once again, B is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi m by r cube. Along the axial point it is 2m by r cube. Along the equatorial point it is m by r cube. We are only calculating the magnitude. We have not taken the direction. Therefore, we are omitting that negative sign in the formula. Now substitute the values, that is 10 to the power minus 7 into 0.48 divided by 0.1 whole cube. Now after simplification, I will get 0.48 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Now what is the direction of this magnetic field? Now this magnetic field is from north to the south. In the along the axial point, it is south towards the north inside the bar magnet. Now here the direction is from north towards the south in this case. That's why we are getting a negative sign in the formula field direction. Next problem. Once again, a short bar magnet placed in a horizontal plane has its axis aligned along the magnetic north-south direction. Null points are found on the axis of the magnet at 14 centimeter from the center of the magnet. The Earth's magnetic field at the place is 0.36 Gauss and the angle of dip is 0. What is the total magnetic field on the normal bisector of the magnet at the same distance as the null point, that is 14 centimeter from the center of the magnet. Now they have given what is a null point. At null point, field due to a magnet is equal and opposite to the horizontal component of the Earth's magnetic field. If that is the case, then at that point net magnetic field is 0. That point is call it as null point. At the equatorial point, which is at a distance of 14 centimeter, what is the total magnetic field that we are going to work out. Okay. Now given the magnetic field is given 0.36 Gauss. It is not in SI unit. Convert it into SI unit, that is multiplied by 10 to the power minus 4. That is 0.36 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. Now the distance is given, r is equal to 14 centimeter. Convert it into SI unit, that is 0.14 meter. Now formula for field along the axial point. Now for the axial point, it is mu naught divided by 4 pi into 2m by r cube. That is given 0.36 Gauss. That value is already given. Now formula for field along the equatorial point, that is mu naught divided by 4 pi into m by r cube. It is obviously we are already familiar with that one. The axial field is twice that of the equatorial field. Our equatorial field is half of the axial field. Based on that concept, the equatorial field is 0.36 divided by 2, that we are getting 0.18 Gauss. So therefore, the total magnetic field is, it is the vector sum BA plus BE. Now VA is 0.36 and BE is 0.18, that is equal to 0.54 Gauss. That is the net field. Or if you write it in SI unit, 0.54 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Okay. Next problem. If the bar magnet in the previous problem, if the bar magnet is turned about 180 degree, previous problem ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ನೋ ಅದೇ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಬಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ನಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿ ಲೊಕೇಟೆಡ್, ನಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ 0.36 ಗಾಸ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 0.36 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. Okay. Then distance is given, that is 14 centimeter. Meter convert ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 0.14 meter ಆಗ್ತದೆ. What we have to know, we know the formula for field along the axial point BA is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi into 2m by r1 cube. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಈಕ್ವಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, therefore ಆಕ್ಸಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ r1 cube ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ. If bar magnet is turned through 180 degree, the null points lie along the equatorial plane. 180 degree rotate ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ null points equatorial plane ಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Then the formula for the equatorial point is BE is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi into m divided by r2 cube. ಅಲ್ಲಿ r1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ, ಈಗ ಇಕ್ವೆಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ r2 ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಂತಂದೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಕ್ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ದೆಮ್, ಅವೆರಡನ್ನು ಈಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ 0. ಸೊ ಈಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ mu naught divided by 4 pi 2m by r1 cube is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi m by r2 cube ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Now from this one work out for r2. Now r2 is equal to r1 divided by cube root of 2, that is equal to 0.14. Cube root of 2 is 1.26. If you work out, it is 0.111 meter. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಕ್ವೆಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೆಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಇಕ್ವೆಟೋರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 0.111 ಆರ್ 11.1 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 0.11 ಮೀಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ದ ನ್ಯೂ ನಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೊಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 11.1 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. A short bar magnet of magnetic moment 5.25 into 10 to the power of minus 2 joules per Tesla is placed with its axis perpendicular to the Earth's field direction. Axis perpendicular to the Earth field direction ಇರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. at what distance from the center of the magnet the resultant field is inclined at 45 degree with the Earth's field on its normal bisector B along its axis. Magnitude of the Earth's magnetic field at the place is given to be 0.42 Gauss. Now ignore the length of the magnet in comparison to the distance involved. Now here they have given the magnetic moment 5.25 into 10 to the minus 2 joules per Tesla. Then the Earth's magnetic field is given 0.42 Gauss. It is not in SI unit. So therefore it is 0.42 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Okay. Now what we are going to calculate? The formula for the equatorial point distance R1 ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ. What is the distance of the center? From the center of the magnet, the resultant field inclined at 45 degree with the Earth's field. Axial point to equatorial point. That we are going to work out. So therefore formula for the field along the equatorial point, that is BE is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi m divided by R1 cube. Substitute the values carefully. Now I am getting 0.42 into 10 to the minus 4 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7 into 5.25 into 10 to the minus 2 divided by R1 cube. From this formula I am going to calculate R1 cube. Therefore R1 cube is found to be 125 into 10 to the power of minus 6. If you are taking the cube root, so R1 is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter or 5 centimeter. Now similarly we have to work out for the axial point. Now for the axial point I am taking the distance as R2. R2 ಅಂತ distance ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ. Now the expression for field along the axial point is, it is mu naught divided by 4 pi 2m divided by R2 cube. Now substitute the values carefully, substituting and simplify for R2. Now R2 cube I am getting 250 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Now taking the cube root, now R2 is equal to 6.3 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter.